Hey everybody, Steve Schmidt here with Simple Pump Company. Very often I get the question, why do you guys use fiberglass rods? And it's a great question. So if you think about what you're doing when using a hand pump is that you're moving water from a distance, right? So you've got, let's just use an example of a 100-foot static water level, which means that you're gonna move a specific amount of water from that 100 feet up to the surface. When you're pumping, you're moving more than just the water. You're moving the assembly that also moves the water. And that assembly in a piston rod pump, which is what we have and our competitors have, is going to be all of the rods that connect from the handle down to the piston. Well, you call it a piston, some people call it a plunger, but essentially it's a device that has a check valve that allows the water to be pushed up and not leak out below it. So every time you stroke that pump, every time you pull that handle down, you're lifting that full assembly. And as you can imagine, if you have a 5/16 inch diameter stainless steel rod that goes down 150 feet, that's going to weigh quite a bit more than a fiberglass rod that's 5/16 in diameter that goes down 150 feet. So that's why we've always had the fiberglass rod, is because when the original inventor of the Simple Pump designed our version of the piston rod pump, he thought, okay, how do I make this as easy as possible to use? Because you can't make the water lighter. You can change leverage on the handle, but ultimately you either compromise on stroke or the length of the handle. So the only factor that you can really manage is that weight of the assembly. But we've done our due diligence. We use a drinking water through FDA-approved resin. All of the fiberglass strands are underneath that resin. The resin is applied at the end of the process. If there's ever any piece or strand on there, it's usually due to the manufacturing process and not that it's coming through the resin. But you know, we tell all of our installers to clean all of the pieces off before you put them in, because it'd just be residual on the rod, not a part of the rod. We've also spent a lot of time and research into making sure that the stainless steel ends that allow us to thread them together are very secure. That's it. That's the reason. We want to make them lighter so that you do less work when you're moving your water. If you ever get in a situation where you have to move a lot of water, that difference in what is multiple pounds, depending on how deep the well is going to make a difference on how much energy you have to put into moving that water. If you have any other questions about the rods themselves, just get in contact with us and we'll answer any questions that you do have. Thank you for your time today. Don't forget to subscribe.